Howdy, my name's Cloudy. We're back to the channel. So if you ain't checked out my past video, make sure you're checking out my past video. And leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this thing. Today, we got a video from Everything Always. Breaking! Spider-Man brand new day, new leak reveals Gwen Stacy actor.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka All Fires. Now, literally in between the time when I started this video and now while I'm retaking the intro, new news has broken about a leak this morning for Spider-Man Brand New Day. And I know what you're thinking, another video about Spider-Man Brand New Day leaks. I'm actually shocked we've had as many as we have in the last week. And yes, of course, there's been some official promo art that's coming out for the first time and hitting the public that sort of adds to it. But these are leaks, actual leaks.
See, I ain't gonna lie, I've been trying not to touch on all the leaks because I know it can be a little repetitive sometimes, you know. It's like when it's too much coming out. So I've been trying to skip some things, you know what I'm saying? So my theories can still run wild, you know what I mean?
Thoughts from the film, and apparently there is a brand new actress that's been revealed who might be playing a major character, and from, of course, the Spider-Man family. We're breaking it all down, the latest leaks for Spider-Man Brand New Day. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel. That's all we do. If you're into that kind of thing, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you for our ongoing giveaways. Again, all you gotta do be a sub, leave a comment. If you want to stick around at the end of the video, we get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so this latest round of leaks comes from the Twitter scoopster Majestic. He, alongside a couple of others, are the newer scoopsters who have cropped up around Avengers Doomsday. It always happens when there's a brand new Avengers movie. That being said, they don't have a proven track record to go off, and while no scooper has gotten everything right, simply take it as you will with a grain of salt. That being said, apparently there is a new leaked round of photos from Brand New Day that he's reporting shows one with a blonde actress who looks very similar to actress Kiernan Shipka and Tom Holland, apparently standing in a...
Who?
Actress who looks very similar to actress Kiernan Shipka and Tom Holland, apparently standing in a laundromat in the same building where Peter lives. He then adds the detail that apparently she's one of Peter's neighbors in the apartment building, and then says,
okay, so, bro, you know what's crazy? Now that I think about it, you know, I grew up on Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure a lot of people did, you feel me? Do y'all think Tom Holland's story, pretty much what we got, his story is what happens before he becomes the Peter Parker in Tobey Maguire's universe? You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, in Tobey Maguire's universe, we did start in high school. But we got out of high school real fast in Tobey Maguire's Spider. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got out of that real fast when you think about it. I feel like Tom Holland's Spider-Man goes into more detail on what he was doing while he was in high school. You know what I'm saying? As he was being Spider, you know, it goes into more detail and it leads up to the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Like, pretty much when it gets to like close to, well, pretty much Spider-Man 2, like his Spider-Man movies lead up to Spider-Man 2 in Tobey Maguire's universe. Like, I don't know if y'all get what I'm saying. Like, it is weird. It's like Tom Holland's Spider-Man events are about the stuff that happened with Peter before the stuff we saw in Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 with Tobey Maguire. You know, that's what it kind of seemed like a little bit.
I'm told with almost certainty that she'll be playing Gwen Stacy. Now, on one side of the coin, I don't doubt it. With the number of characters we've already seen confirmed, again, with the 3 days of leaks we've had in a row and the official concept art, it really feels like they are going super wide on Spider-Man's rogue gallery, and then even wider, adding in extra MCU characters like the Hulk and Punisher, an unknown Sadie Sink character that may turn out to be Jean Grey. There's so many characters.
It's a lot of characters.
We're looking for adults 45 and
already in this film. It's believable maybe they would want to introduce Gwen Stacy too, and of course there was that little end scene at the end of Avengers Endgame that seemed to tease she was a part of the MCU that was never made good on, and with MJ possibly out of the picture for a little while with a new boyfriend according to a lot of rumors, this could be the perfect opportunity to introduce Gwen Stacy, love interest or not.
She getting a new love interest? MJ gonna have a new boyfriend, bro? Does this happen in the comics, bro? Who her new boyfriend gonna be, bro? Is it gonna be Ned?
Opportunity to introduce Gwen Stacy, love interest or not, at least another member of the Spider family. But there have been some pretty weird rules, maybe some unspoken or unwritten even, about how Sony has wanted to share their characters. with Marvel Studios. For instance, Kevin Feige has already confirmed they were told that Miles Morales is off limits until they wrap up Into the Spider-Verse, which means unlikely he's making a debut in this new Spider-Man film or either of the new Avengers movies.
He said he's likely going to make a debut, or he's not. Let's hear that again.
They were told that Miles Morales is off limits until they wrap up Into the Spider-Verse, which means unlikely he's making a debut in this new Spider-Man film or either of the new Avengers movies.
He might not pop up into the recent
report was that Sony's really changed their tune, and where before they were super guarded and wanted to make sure they weren't sharing too many characters.
Why, bro? I feel like, well, would he be able to pop up in Avengers Secret Wars if he doesn't show up in this Spider-Man movie? See, that's what I'm saying, bro. I think there's movies going to be dropping, or TV shows that's going to be dropping in between these movies, bro. In between Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. Because if they're going to be adding some characters, I'm pretty sure people going to want to see a little bit of their story before they pop up in the Avenger movie. You know what I mean? Or at least if they popping up in the Avenger movie, we know they getting the movie or a TV show after it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm like, bro. If they gonna show up Miles Morales, I feel like in Secret Wars will probably be like one of the best things, because that's where everybody is showing up. The X-Men, all, you know what I mean, bro. He can pop up, which is why I think he should have a cameo in Tom Holland's Spider-Man movie, or if they are making another Spider-Man movie with Andrew Garfield, because I heard he gonna be in Secret Wars. Then he could pop up in Andrew Garfield's. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I want to see Miles Morales pop up in the Avengers movies, bro. I don't want him to pop up after they done with the Avengers movies and they move on to the mutant side. I mean, I'll be cool with him being in that too, but I just want him to pop up in the Avengers movie too. Yeah.
Again, they've apparently relaxed their stance on that and are more open to sharing a lot more characters with the MCU. Now, to me, that's basically Sony admitting that they know that they're going to be far more successful with Spider-Man characters that are tied to the MCU but also have a Spider-Man. Case in point, the now completely defunct Sunk. That's right, the Sony universe of Marvel characters that had Venom and Kraven and Morbius and Madam Web, but no Peter Parker or Miles Morales or Spider-Man to speak of. And while I'm not sure a Peter Parker, even Tom Holland's Peter Parker...
Are they going to redo the villain movies like Kraven? And are they going to redo them now that they sharing the characters with Marvel? Because I'm not going to lie, bro. I feel like they can, but I don't know if they should. Especially if it's like, they might end up bringing the same actor back, bro. It's gonna be like, bro, why would y'all have me do another movie? Unless y'all be like, okay, like for Kraven's actor, for instance, if they bring him back, they might as well just make it Kraven #2 instead of just keeping it, like, instead of just redoing the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Getting a new actor and remaking the Kraven movies, just make it Kraven 2 and bring in Spider-Man. Same thing with the Venom movies. Make a Venom 4 or something. Well, they probably won't be able to because of the way they did it. But y'all get what I'm saying. You know, I don't think they should redo the movies they did for the villains. You know what I'm saying? They should just make a part 2 or 3 and add Spider-Man 2.
Parker could have saved a lot of those movies from what they were. Still, you can't deny a Spider-Verse without a Spider-Man seems pretty silly.
What if they make a show called like Sinister Six? You know what I'm saying? And it end up being a TV series with all these villains and stuff popping up.
Even from the onset, hard to imagine how it made it through so many levels of getting signed off on when it's so hard to make anything in the bureaucratic red tape that is the top level of a movie studio with movie execs. Still, Spider-Man is their most lucrative, their most popular, their biggest IP by every metric over at Sony when it comes to their movies. So in the wake of them not being able to monetize the Spider-Man Rogues Gallery or Extended Spider Family the way they wanted to in live action, this could be their new strategy. Hey, let's share characters with the MCU more freely, like local tax like Gwen Stacy, and if they have some success there showing up in MCU projects, perhaps.
See, this is why I think Spider-Noir might be like a test run for them to see like how a different Spider-Man would do on screen. You know what I'm saying? Like as in live action, because the only live action Spider-Man we've gotten is Peter. You know what I'm saying? I believe so. The only live action we've gotten is Peter. You know. And I think Spider-Noir is like it's pretty much their first one that's not Peter on screen live action. So they like, you know, we're going to see how this works. We're going to see if people really mess with it. You know, we're going to give them a Spider-Man that's a little, you know, crazy and everything that, you know, kind of give us a little bit more bonus points on that side of it, and then they're gonna start bringing in all the other Spider-Man that might be a little bit more family friendly, you know what I'm saying? But I think them giving us Spider-Noir is a very like good way of starting it out, like giving us different versions of Spider-Man, I think that's very smart. I think it's very smart, especially because Nicolas Cage is playing it, and everybody loves Nicolas Cage.
We'll be able to spin them off and make our own Gwen Stacy movie over at Sony that somehow ties to the MCU. Now, obviously, that is a can of worms that Kevin Feige has fought very hard not to want to open, only allowing cinematic universes to tie ever so slightly to it, but they've gone ahead and canonized all the cinematic universes themselves, right? The Fox universe, it's all part of the multiverse. That includes the Into the Spider-Verse films, all of the Spider-Man live-action films, very obviously, with Tobey and Andrew now in the MCU. So it wouldn't...
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I be looking at them on set, bro. I'm like, bro, it must be fun being a hero on a Marvel set, bro, doing all these scenes and stuff, especially being one of the main heroes, bro. Always having one of your own, whoever plays Peter Parker, bro, be having hella fun. I guarantee it, bro. They be having hella fun. All the fans be seeing them because everybody loves Spider-Man, so when they see who the new Spider-Man is and everything, bro, the hype there, you gotta humble yourself and everything. And I like how Tom carries himself, you feel me? But I just be imagining like how he be feeling sometimes. Like I know he be wanting to like oral farm sometimes. It'd be hard not wanting to, especially if he's Spider-Man, bro. I don't know, man. I could just tell, bro. I want to be
hard for Sony to do this, and I think what they're looking towards is we will allow our characters to show up with Marvel more often, and hopefully, in turn, make our projects more successful. That's why I could see them introducing a Gwen Stacy into this film. But for devil's advocacy's sake, Gwen Stacy feels like she has no room in a Spider-Man Brand New Day where Peter Parker is reportedly being more and more isolated. It's that isolation from his friends, from his family, from the people who care about him. That's going to cause him to mutate and get organic weapon in Spider-Man instead of Peter Parker. That's supposedly going to drive him to a place where he morphs into an actual spider or man-spider. The organic webbing, all of that is him becoming less human, becoming more spider. And so if you introduce a Gwen Stacy that may be a replacement love interest or a confidant of some kind, like I said, even not a love interest, just maybe a cameo to be a friend, that's the sort of stuff.
I don't want Gwen Stacy to be his new love interest, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. And maybe it's because I like Thomas and David, But I don't think she should be his new love interest. I think she should be a friend, somebody that helps him feel like he's not alone. He'll be able to talk to her and stuff because she got the same powers he got. Bro, they'll be able to relate. I think that it should be more of like a best friend or brother sister. I think if anything, he should fall in love with someone else, or not fall, but you know what I'm saying, like Black Cat or something. But I don't think it should be another Spider person. I think, bro, Gwen Stacy that was Miles Morales' girl, bro. Leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Don't flip it around unless it happens like that in the comics too, where Peter Parker in a different timeline gets with it. I guess it's understandable. I just don't want to see that though. I'd rather them be friends and everything, because then she could also be the bridge that has Miles Morales come in, I don't know.
That takes away from where they're trying to go with the character, and it's reportedly Sadie Sink's character that's going to get to the bottom of this, and it's pretty confirmed at this point that she's not playing Gwen Stacy, although with all these leaks and all these characters being crammed in this film,
the new love interest,
who knows? What I will say, though, is that with the leaks that have come one after another, I would be so surprised if that Spider-Man trailer does not drop in March. We're getting all the reports of that if you've missed our most recent videos from all of the sources in the industry who normally know, and that'll be 5 months out from the film, which is normal for Sony marketing. I can't wait to see what they're actually willing to reveal in the first trailer now that a cut's already been out there, and I am sure we are in store for a lot more cameos and reveals. But
I feel like this is going to be a love drama fighting type movie, especially with all these girls coming in and Peter's alone, and then MJ gets and he still remembers MJ. So bro, his heartstrings is about to be pulled on in this movie, bro. I'm not, man.
Comes to other specific characters like Spider-Gwen,
Miles
Morales, those are the ones I would be cautious of having any use in this film, again, because we already know about the stipulation from the Into the Spider-Verse and Sony saying that Miles Morales was off limits, you'd assume the same would go for Spider-Gwen. We just got confirmations from Sony that they actually are planning to spin off a Spider-Gwen and Spider-Punk animated series from the Into the Spider-Verse. Whether or not that turns out to be a solo film, which I think is what they said, or even animated, still, they have plans for those characters. I don't know that sharing them with the MCU
bro, I'm thinking of a title right now. It's making me laugh, bro.
Is on
I'm
the
for sure
agenda
making that.
and
It's gonna
just
make
yet.
y'all laugh too,
Man,
bro.
they would be really smart to do it. You guys let me know all your thoughts down below about any and all of this. I promise we're gonna pivot.
Hey, bro, I'm excited for the news, man, because Spider-Man is always going to be one of my favorite characters, not just because of, you know, the web and all that stuff. It's just his movies always are good, bro. I don't think there's any Spider-Man movie that I've watched that I didn't like. Even like the Miles Morales Into the Spot. I don't think I've ever disliked any one of them, bro. Even when I watched some of the little animated shows when I was a kid, I didn't dislike it. I always liked everything about Spider-Man, bro. I just think his story is so beautiful put together. Like, whoever made his story from the beginning, bro, whoever like it, they did a very good job, bro. It ages really well. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know if y'all think Gwen Stacy should be his love interest or like his best friend or something like that, bro. And do y'all think Sadie Sink might end up being his love interest if Gwen Stacy end up being his friend? Y'all let me know, bro. Who y'all think MJ new boyfriend gonna be, bro? Because I believe he said MJ's gonna have a new man too. So who y'all think it's gonna be, bro? Y'all think it's gonna be Ned?